Hi, I'm Lovezart and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be gender bending Stolas and Octavia, who I have now, just Octavia, I've just renamed her to Octavius, which is the Latin male form of her name. Anyway, I'm going to be freeballing a lot in this one, so enjoy my weird chit chat. So for Octavia, or Octavius, I didn't really know what to do in the beginning because we've only seen her like once, and a good chunk of her personality kind of reminded me of me. I did have a weird parent dynamic growing up, and the way she dresses is somewhat similar to kind of how I used to dress. Not 100%. Like, I still tried to keep a more structured styled outfit because I had this whole thing about if I didn't look skinny, it didn't work. So I would never wear an outfit that didn't make me look skinny. But I'm over that now. So when I started looking at outfits, I was mostly looking at like bohemian styled stuff or crystal witches, stuff like that, because she has that whole galaxy thing going on with her. Like, it's only her shirt, but her room has a lot of, astrology stuff. I hope that's the right word. But yeah, so I was like, she's got kind of like a skater bohemian style going on because of her beanie and black sweater, black pants, black shoes. But then she has that like starry dress. I think it's a dress. I'm not sure. Her whole style is very simple and loose. So a part of me was having a struggle because I was like, I can't do this. I'm not a casual dress kind of person. When I design characters, I mean, I wear sleep pants all day. But when character designing, I tend to not do very relaxed styled clothes. I have to make it as complicated as possible. So when looking at all my references and trying to come up with a good idea, I was like, this isn't working. I'm not sure this bohemian guy wear was going to work because a lot of it had guys with no shirts on, and I was like, I don't think this would work. So I'll admit it, I am somewhat of a K-pop fan, mostly of the fashion, not the music. It's weird, I know, but something about their fashion, I'm like, that is so nice, so visually pleasing. I can't get over it. I kind of just went with that and took Octavius's whole like teenage style and turned it into a more structured style. And I kind of also embellished her dress is just stars. Like, that's it. So I kind of just was like, that's not enough for me. Let me add more. So I did Saturns and shooting stars and constellation patterns. I even added a few little eyes in there. Also, the color palette thing, I didn't change anything. I feel like the colors would have stayed relatively the same. Kind of just inverted it because it looked like when I made the sweater the color that is her actual shirt, it just looked weird. And I was like, no, I need to flip this. It's not going to work. And I did struggle with the hat for a while because I really wanted to keep the beanie, but it just wasn't working. I was like, no, this isn't cute. It's not working. So I went with a more like sun hat with the crown printed on it. That's what I think. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. I've had a very crazy last 2 weeks, I guess, with my mother's birthday and then getting stuck babysitting not just my dogs, but like 3 other people's dogs. And then I went over to one of my clients' dogs to walk them, but lo and behold, they locked all the doors, so I couldn't get in. Mind you, they don't give me a key, they just unlock the back door for me. So I had to go in through the front door, and they have the most complicated keypad to get in. And I pretty much stood out there for about an hour and a half trying to get inside just to let the dogs go to the bathroom and walk one of their pits. And then not only that, I was supposed to stay the weekend with my mother, but that didn't go well. So I ended up driving all the way back to my house, and I was like, I just spent 4 hours of my day literally doing nothing. I spent a good chunk of it, standing outside in the heat. Then I drove home. Then I tried to unpack and set up so I could do some other work, and shit hit the fan. I need to go home back to my place. So then probably around 8 o'clock, I drove all the way back home. And by the time I got back to my house, it was like 10 o'clock. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do what I wanted to do today. I had like 4 projects to do and I didn't do them. And I feel so bad because one of the projects was this, but you know, life is life, so just have to roll with it. Sorry for that weird spiel of my life, but I thought it was weirdly important to talk about it because it's driving me crazy that I had to do all of that. But let me finish up with Octavia. There wasn't much else to really change other than the hair, which is I just cut it. She obviously just lets it grow the way she wants it to, so I wasn't going to try and style the hair any other way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, for me, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but whenever I draw male characters, I give them like the thickest eyebrows. So that's pretty much it about the face. Now, on to Stolas, which I had so many plans to do like this really over the top dress. There was going to be so much more feathers, more detail, and just like crazy over the top because I'm a big like princess fan. I don't know if that's come across at all, but I love princess dresses. I'm obsessed. I cosplay so many like princesses. So this is something I'm used to and something I wanted to do anyway, but you know, going back and looking at Stolas and his fashion choices, I was like, he's not much of a fashionista. He clearly likes what he likes, and to me, it seems he really would prefer to be naked all the time, but you know. So for the dress, I kind of just went with the overall, I'm going to make what he's already wearing into a dress. But I added more embellishments to the collar and the mid-length sleeves, which is just I added more feathers than it already did. Because you can see where I was trying to go with the feather thing, but that was just going to be way too much for this character because I don't think Stolas would be that kind of person. His wife, on the other hand, I think she would wear like the most extravagant feathered detailed dress. So overall, like Stolas is pretty much the same. The eye shape and overall makeup style is based off of the Instagram post between him and Octavia where like she's giving him a makeover and she's putting the eyelashes on him. That's where like that comes from because I was like, oh well, there you go. That's what he looks like as a woman. As for the hair, like there were a bunch of other gender bent versions of Stolas and Octavia, and a lot of the hair styles for Stolas were just like this ponytail style, and I was like, no, I think short hair would probably be like Stolas's thing because he doesn't seem to have like feather typed hair. I don't know. The way that his hair is drawn doesn't make it look like it's feathered detailed. It makes it look more slick and polished. So I went with a more like short bob, I guess. I don't know. I just drew what I drew and I thought it was cool. As for the crown, that was one part that I knew I was going to have trouble with because he's got like a weird hat. It's weird. Like to me it's weird. I don't understand the function of it and I don't understand how it works. But I just went with what Stolas's wife is already wearing, like the crown that she's wearing in the family portrait. I went with that for Stolas's crown. These were easy for me because there wasn't much to really change other than like silhouette and eye shape. Anyway, that's all I really have. I mean, there wasn't much to change, and even though I had a lot of ideas, a lot of them had to be like pushed down because it would have just been way too much. And I already know that if I'd gone with what I wanted, I don't think they would look like themselves. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And for the next video, it will probably be Verosica, both her human and her succubus form. I still don't know if I really want to do Tex or not, but we'll see when we get there. I hope everyone has a really good day. Bye!